Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is LV and I hope you guys are all doing well. If you're new to this channel, this is my YouTube channel where I talk about plant propagations and show you the plant that I got. And if you're not new, welcome back. So today we are going to talk about propagations. So let's get started. So it's almost the end of summer, so it's kind of good time for me to start doing propagation. I like doing propagation not on the summertime because I think it's actually the plant slower. Guess what this is? I cut this last night, and then now it's way too dry. This is a Philodendron Melanochrysum, so this is one of them. I have multiple size of Melanochrysum. You know, when I like one plant, I usually have multiple of them. So this one is the Melanochrysum. I would say about the medium size. This leaf would go for around 8 to 9 inch size. This one is an import with my plant friends, but it doesn't arrive well. She got it to me almost just like a stick like this. This is not Melanochrysum, but it's the same stick like this, and I just cut it off. I've been rooting them in perlite just like this for over at least 2 months now, and it's my bad because I didn't really give enough humidity for them, and they not rot, but they are suffering. They're not doing really well. So yesterday I decided to cut them off, cut it as a node instead of the whole stem in it, and then show you how I'm doing it. I left it overnight. I shouldn't leave it overnight because in summertime it's dry way faster. It's a little bit too dry now, but it's fine because it will perk back up. Most important is after you cut, you let it dry out, so the closer the cut should be all dry out. And I'm a little bit on a too dry size right now. You can see the nodes is a little bit too dry. In summertime, let it dry for about 4 hours should be enough. I cut it most of them in one node cutting. If you want to know what is the node is where the you usually will be able to see the area root coming out. There's a line over there, and you can also see the growth point. Some of my grow point already grow, which is nice that you know which size is going up. And since I know which size is up of this node, so I'm going to plant it like straight way. If you doesn't know which one is the size up, you plant it on the size way. So I'm going to do two methods because my problem on it doesn't root in this summer, like this last 2 months, it's because I didn't give enough humidity. So I need to put them in humidity dome. So I'm going to put them sphagnum and perlite. It was in the perlite before, so if the perlite doesn't work, you just switch it to moss or switch it to other method. That just change something, maybe it will work. So I have this perlite mix, a little bit pre-wetted, so it's not too dry, like completely dry, but also not super wet. It's very important, you just want it to moist, not wet. So one of them, and this guy, this is the bottom cutting, and this already have a root that was growing. It was the most bottom one when I was in perlite. So I add a little bit of sphagnums as the same one as the other one, just to increase the humidity. So what I'm gonna do is I will add a kiki paste on the nodes because this does help to promote the growth faster. And also I'm going to cover the top with the plastic top, the plastic wrap. That's why I didn't plant it all the way to the top. And then I'm going to do some lazy stuff, which is put them in a Ziploc bag with sphagnum. I got this one from out of eBay, and then this one is the one I used before from my other plant that come in from the plant mail. But the sphagnum is already moist. I pre-moist it instead of pouring water. So once you wet the moss, squeeze all the water out to make sure there's no excess water. Sometimes this is really hard to see the growth point, but I give it very long node, so I hope this works. This one I can plant it like size way. So I'm a little bit lazy on these two nodes, so I'm just going to put it inside the Ziploc bags on size way. And give it a little bit more moist on the top. Just like this. I'm gonna add more air in it. So this is the top cutting. There's no node because that's where the plant will go. Not just water this. This is a nutrition water. You can use this diluted super dry, or you can do node water or liquid dirt water. Mine is a liquid dirt water, or I should say warm casting water. So I'm just spray it on the top from the top. It was moist, but I want to add more water to my moss. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put it in a big Ziploc bags. So it's create its own humidity in here. You can actually just throw everything in Ziploc bags, but I like it to be more in individual, kind of clean looking. And also, like, if there's something go wrong with each node, or there's a rot happen, you don't kill everyone in one bag. You just kill one node. You know what I mean? Like the bacteria won't travel that fast, I guess. So this is the second one. This one do have a grow point, I can see, but it's very small. So I'm gonna just apply a little bit of Kiki paste in it. You don't have to use this, but it's kind of help to promote the node to grow. So this is a Kiki paste. It's worked well for my anthurium nodes. So I'm just like, okay, well, let's do this then. Slowly also increase a little bit of water in my mouth. So this one is already have a grow point that actively growing, so I don't need to add more Kiki paste. So I'm gonna blow air in here. So write the date for today, and if you have like box or terrarium, you can do the same. You doesn't have to use the bags. The point is you want to create a consistent humidity in this nodes area. If you want, you can also put more sphagnum in this bag so it keep moist longer. I'm just going to put this one in bright indirect sunlight. Right now it's summer, so the temperature is no problem. I don't have to put it on top of heat mats. It's good enough. Let's do the rest. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna update you for after a week or 2 weeks later. This one is a smaller form that I got as a terrarium plants, and I've been growing it in semi-hydroponics, reported to the soil very recently. It wasn't really give me bigger leaf until I treated the plant with forbids, which is a spider mite treatment. As you can see, this is finally the last leaf. Give me slightly bigger leaf. Even though I'm giving the pole, it doesn't really get me bigger until in the soil, and after the second leaf in the soil, it's getting bigger. This one, you can see the stem is a lot smaller. The way I cut it will be the similar one. Each leaf here have one node, so that will be where I cut. If I want to be safe, I will chop off one of the leaf, make it 2 nodes in that, and then because it's such a small plant, I will be not worried to propagate it in the water, to be honest. The trailing plant like this, they are okay with propagate in water. So I have no plan on propagate this one in anytime soon. I might sell this, the bottom one. This is another one that I propagate early in the year. So yeah, see you about in a week. It's about 20 days later after the filming. What I do is I place it on top of heat mats and I just let it there. In like 2-3 days I open it up and check it out, but other than that I didn't do any waterings, nothing else that I'm doing. Some of them does have something going on, but some of them also have nothing. So this is one of the nodes. This one already can see some of the root here coming out. So I didn't water it at all. Just keep it with this close humidity dome setup. This one still have nothing, and nothing was going on. The perlite is still moist. The sphagnum is also still moist. This one also have some grow point, but this one's slightly slower. I don't see any root growing. So it does have original root, but it's kind of look like dying, so I don't see that is a root at all. So just a leaf starting to grow. So on perlite, two has doing something, but one has doing nothing. And then in this bag, this is all sphagnum. Same thing, I didn't do anything, no spraying, nothing at all. So this is the top cutting. Unfortunately, it looked like rodents. Like the clothing, the out layer part is rodent, but inside part it's still doing pretty good. So I can actually clean out. For Melano, is the Melano that I'm encounter, especially the top cutting, they always shedded out the old leaf. So no worry, they still have another leaf inside there. So you just have to clean it up, and still have nothing happen. I believe they still have nothing happen. I don't see any root here, but the node hasn't died yet, and the moss is still pretty moist. I can spray today. And then this one have nothing happen as well. But there is a tiny root was forming. Let's see, we can focus it. Can you see tiny root down there? There's kiki paste on it, but it doesn't affect anything. This is the best one so far out of all of it. It has the longest leaf starting to sprout, and this one is in sphagnum. So I'm thinking it's just depend on the node itself. Doesn't matter what medium you're using, and not all the node will be success. As a sphagnums, for the sphagnum one, I have 3 here. Only one is still growing, and the other 2 is still do nothing. And then this is my lacy one, and I have 2 nodes. It do nothing. Nothing has happened. This is 1 node actually. It's a long one and nothing has happened. And I believe this one doesn't have any kiki paste, but it did not die, so I just need to keep it in here and see what happened. And this one also have nothing was going on. There's no kiki paste in here, so I guess that's why nothing was happening. Some of them start to get slightly dry. I might going to spray it a little bit, but the rest, most of them is still pretty moist. So I'm gonna still just let it be like whatever it is here. Just cover it back with the plastic wrap, and see you guys.
4 to 6 more days later.
So this is the first one. It's grow a little bit longer, not too much of grow though. This is about 1 week, another week later. So this is the second one. It's very similar, nothing has happened. The third one, that's in polite. So this one does grow a little bit longer. And then this one, remember the one that I take out from the top, it got a little bit brown, but I'm not too worried. I hope it's okay, but it should be okay. The moss is slightly dry out, so I probably need to start spray some water on it. I slightly sprayed last time when I checked it, and then this is the last one that was grow really good. Has a leaf already formed out, so this is the one that growing the best. Doing quite similar. There's not really anything was growing. So this is so far the updates about 1 month of grow. It's not bad. I see some of them grow faster. It's really depend on your node itself. I don't see like Perlite or sphagnum will be changing so much. I think they are quite similar. I think it's personal preference. If you like sphagnum, always have success in sphagnum, you can always do sphagnum propagations. Just kind of experiments here. Kiki paste does help a little bit. Once you have a kiki paste, when it starts to grow, it's actually eventually gonna slow down. So I'm not sure like this is a long-term solution to grow your node. I would say like for a node growing, you will need to wait at least 3 months, sometime maybe 6 months to be getting established seedling. So if you don't have kiki paste like this 2-1, it might take even longer. So even you have kiki paste, sometimes it doesn't grow as well. So it's really depend on the node. But if you're looking for this type of project, looking for at least 3 to 6 months before you see a very cute Instagram picture plant. Comment down below if you have any questions. If you like the video, remember to click like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you guys next. Bye bye.